Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Valkyrie, a homebrew Dungeons and Dragons campaign where a bunch of what used to be complete strangers who met on Reddit are become the bestest of friends while playing Dungeons and Dragons live for you over Monday night at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm your host, The Majestic, creator of this channel here on Twitch, which you can find by searching www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGamin, Gamin, no G, as well as the YouTube channel, The Majestic, which you can just search The Majestic or go to youtube.com/The Majestic and find all these videos uploaded too. But I am once again joined by the same incredible group of players who joined me last week, and I will let each one of them say hello, starting with Rachel. Say hello, Rachel.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I play our half-elven rogue, Meira Helder.
Very true, and very good job. And Brandon, say hello.
Hello, I'm Brandon. I play Jax, the Black Dragonborn Paladin.
Perfectly done. And Justin, say hello and plug whatever you wish.
Hi, I am Justin. I play the Fire Genasi Warlock, Zashmar Efreet.
Perfect. And where can we find you?
I can be found on Twitter or YouTube as Zero Score, if you look that up.
Yep, and we have the link to Zero Score's YouTube down in the description below. Go check all that and all the wonderful and final and fantastical stuff with Final Fantasy and all that. And but we are going to go ahead and continue where we left off. Wait. Huh? Okay, well, it's pulling up the music right now. So, actually, before we continue, I would like to give a huge shout-out to @KevinMcLeod, who makes incredible music for free to use on the internet. And all he asks is that you spread the word, which I think is incredible of a artist to do, to just spread out the word like that. Oh, yeah, okay, good. Also, a huge thank you to @JMool, JMOOL, on Reddit, who made this incredible artwork, which you see here, which was a 2-page comic strip of one of the funnier moments in our campaign, where Kelrendir made a bunch of rats magically appear to scare a bigoted hotel keep. And also a huge thank you to @CarlyMatson on Twitter, who made our first ever fan art. Thank you so much to @CarlyMatson for that. It was incredible, and we have it up on first up on the Twitter, second up it is in the intro sequence. And if you guys want a shout out here, go ahead and send us stuff at the Twitter, The Majestic GMNG, sort of like gaming, but you know, just no vowels. So, The Majestic GMNG, send any artwork that you would like to that, and it will be featured, it will be put in the intro, it will be shown on here, and we will give a shout out because that is so incredibly awesome. And also, a huge thank you to our 2 constant supporters of this stream. You guys are incredible. Yeah. That's what they post. But we are going to go ahead and continue on. Where we left off in the last episode, the huge battle at the ball finally concluded. The group, of course, had finally met Lord Eowyns, who was the sort of elected Jarl of the entire citadel and its outlying areas, which it's basically the capital, we'll say the unannounced capital of all of Valkyrie. They finally met him, and after much time believing that he was the cause of much of the distress, much of the poison being constantly brought into the city, they learned that it was 3, actually Drow members who were part of sort of possibly conspiracy that initially trapped them. But they're the ones who brought the poisons into the cities and encouraged different poison and death so that evil could reign a bit more throughout the land, because as they discovered in the Underdark, the Drow, many of whom are, and many of the Underdark creatures are trying to bring about a terrible evil down there. Some of whom called Limugugun, some of whom called the Deep Father, some of whom just felt a dark presence. When the Demigorgon arose, they ran, and they've been away from him for quite some time, but it was their surprise that night that the two had actually been connected. After battling and defeating the Drow mage, most of whom was their biggest adversary, they were hugely thanked by Lord Eowyns after Delilah saved his wife and brother from death. But they were the only ones that she could save. The Drow mage had killed a number of the innocent, possibly, partygoers and noble men and women in the evening. And Meira also told a guard to look out for her mother, and her newfound boyfriend, which is quite sudden to Meira, and especially with her mother's history, quite a bit difficult to believe as well. But her mother's boyfriend, and her two brothers have not been seen, and they all went to bed that evening. Uninterrupted, they slept a pleasant sleep, but wake up in the morning for a new day. What do you guys want to do?
And I still haven't gotten word, and it's been morning, right?
You still have not heard a thing. You woke up in the morning and stretched, but then it dawns on you. You thought that you would have been awoken by someone knocking at the door at some point in the night. You realize that you fell asleep with your book in your hand, waiting to hear a word. But there was nothing.
I'm gonna get up and go to Golden Dreams.
Okay. It will be multiple hours to get down to the area below and down there. As you walk out, you see that there are a number of guards, of course, a larger number than there were last night, all around you. It would appear as though they are on edge, of course protecting Lord Eowyns and his wife and his brother, but you have yet to see Lord Eowyns. But yeah, the moment you walk out, there's two guards standing outside. Morning, miss, one of them says. But they're standing there sort of unmovingly guarding your way. I mean, you could scooch by them if you wanted to, but you don't know if they'll allow it.
Can I get through?
Well, we've been told to make sure that we keep our eye on everyone. So, where do you wish to go? I will have Erin here be your guide.
Can I get the feel of Erin?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
$14.
14. He's standing with an overt military kind of presence. He seems as though he could have been at this for quite some time, but he looks like he's a guy who takes orders and does what he's told, and he's been at it for quite some time. He does have a scar across the side of his face, sort of by his eye, but not over his eye, which has been healed for many years, but still very present.
Alright, I'm just going down into town.
Alright, miss. I will guide you, Erin says.
Yay!
And you two begin to walk. As you walk, I want you to make a perception check.
13.
13. All right. And you didn't tell anyone that you left?
Nope.
They're all still a bit more asleep. Actually, I want everyone to just go ahead and roll a, we'll say, Constitution check? I don't know. Well, we'll just say, yeah, Constitution check.
Me too?
No. You're good.
Oh, darn it. Just wasted a natural 20.
13.
13? How about you, Justin? Justin?
Oh, right. 12.
12. All right. Yeah, it's just about now that the two of you are waking up. Oh, and Brandon, could you roll for Delilah as well? It's just about now, though, that the two of you are waking up. Relatively at the same time, Jax begins to wake up and his rumbling around. All right. His rumbling around wakes you up, Zash. But yeah, Meira, you head out, and it's less crowded than you've seen, from what little you've seen up here at the top of the capital. Usually the streets, especially right outside the Capitol building itself and home to the Lord, it's usually bustling a good bit around here. It's not like a big market, but there are a few market stalls, but most of it are people heading over to the legislative buildings, to the courthouse, in and out of the different governmental buildings up here. But then there are a few, again, stands, things like that, and on rainy days someone's selling umbrellas there, but it's pretty empty up here, and the only people that you see are many, many guards. But you guys walk back the way that you came the other night with your mother, who's under the guise of Lady Grievish. You walk to the little elevator kind of pulley system, and you get on it, and it seems as though Aaron might possibly know the guard that works the elevator on there, because again, when you guys went up to it the first time downstairs, there were a number of guards especially set up to there, because these are the only ways up to the top Capitol building, and it's always high profile people up here, so they really guard it down there, and there's always a guard working that elevator. But he nods to him, and the elevator worker nods back, and he pulls a lever, and you guys slowly begin to move down. Alright. You guys begin to wake up once again inside your room, and it is quiet. It's quiet in the room, quiet all throughout the building, but I will let you guys take it away. You guys both slept pretty well. From the window, you can see a little bit of a shadow cast inside the room, as indicating that it's possibly nearing noon at this time. It's almost straight down. But yes.
Zash still looks pretty tired. Like he slept well, but like there's maybe some bad dreams or something that the idea is basically that he is still troubled over his thoughts of possibly killing himself, using with the revivify that we talked about last time.
Yeah.
But he's internalizing all that stuff, so I just wanted to share that with you.
Okay.
Because he won't talk about it.
Jax looks like he almost died yesterday. And that's it.
That's understandable. Jax did actually have not just like it wasn't bad dream, certainly, because again, you guys had pretty pleasant dreams. It was a pretty pleasant dream, but it was very emotional, because Jax, you dreamed of your wife at the prime of yours and hers relationship, almost like a vivid memory more than a dream. You were reliving it when the two of you went out on a picnic, which was far before the big drama between your clans. got in the way of your relationship. And I say a picnic, but you really just brought a bit of food and you guys laid out on the desert in a very secluded area, and it was one of the happiest days of your life, even though it was just with her.
Sounds lovely.
That's nice.
Right.
So, how you feeling today, Jax?
Neck's a little sore, but I'll be alright.
Could be worse, right?
Could be.
So,
Thankfully,
what do you want
Delilah
to do with
showed
your renewed sense of purpose?
Well, I'd love to get that amulet off you.
Yeah, me too.
We may have a way to do it now.
You think in the mountain?
Thinking so.
I think that's what the amulet wants. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, though.
Might also only be the only way to remove it. And I don't know if that's a good thing. Well, just to double check, Lord Eowyns kind of warned not to try and kill Zash because it probably wouldn't work, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe his exact words were that some amulets will, some amulets wouldn't. He gets the impression that it would just be a magical amulet and it would just detach, but he also didn't believe that there was actually a soul trapped inside. He didn't believe that theory, so
Right.
it's sort of possible either way.
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that you have to bind yourself to the item, it's probably gonna stay. But
Right.
Zash is stubborn, so I'm just role playing that.
Makes sense. It may be what it wants, but at some point it's possible this thing is going to drive you there no matter what. And I think before it's in control would be the better time.
I don't know what's going to happen when it gets there.
Neither do I, but
If not me, someone else, right?
right.
So I guess let's go get the girls and go to the mountain.
I think we should collect our money and prepare a little bit first.
Yeah. Don't want to be too hasty.
Right.
You guys, by the money, do you mean like what he paid you, or like?
Oh no, the gold we were supposed to get for protecting.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. I didn't know if you meant anything in the room, because I was just gonna say you guys relatively kept all your stuff with your bags, I think, and so you guys grab your bags, all your items, and head out the door. And there you do see 2 guards once again standing outside, and the first one looks over toward you, and he has a few more golden items on his chest plate, and he looks to you and he says, "Evening, gentlemen. Where is it that you two are heading today?"
To the Fighters Guild, right?
All right.
Is that where we go to collect payment? I don't know.
Whoever's paying us.
This was our first job.
All right. Well, we will have one person guarding each one of you along the way. So, do you have all your belongings?
Why is it that we need to be guarded?
It is by Lord Eowyns' decree today that each and every high-value individual shall be guarded at all times.
My God, we're considered high value. Fair enough. start walking to the girls' room.
He sort of looks a bit puzzled because he he was like starting to walk off in the direction toward the door, and he turned around and you guys weren't following, and he saw that you were going to the other door, and he's like, I see. And he starts following you that way. You guys knock on the door?
Yep. Knock, knock, knock.
Delilah, after a little bit of rustling, and you just hear a faint, she comes over and she opens up the door looking as heavenly and angelic as any Aesmer would first thing in the morning. She looks like she's already prepared for the day.
I hate morning people.
Wait. She looks around the room for doing a double take. Is Meira with the two of you? She looks around the group and sees a bunch of guards now, and her eyes just sort of widen a little. But
I assume she was still in the room with you.
No.
I...
Do you know where our friend went? She says to the one guard, and he goes, yes, we had one of our soldiers, Aaron, escort her down as she wanted to go to... Oh my gosh, I completely forget where Yara went. Rachel, where did Meira go?
All I told him was I wanted to go down to the city.
Down to the city. Gotcha, that's why. Okay. She headed down to the city already. Oh, Are you sure? He goes, yes. And Brandon, I want you to go ahead and make an insight check for Delilah. I could, but I don't have the sheet pulled up. I should do that now.
Hang on.
No worries.
1 second. Still don't like this on my phone. I should pull hers up on here. It's fine. Okay. 18.
18. Okay, she can tell that he's telling the truth, that everything was pretty much on the up and up. She goes, okay, well, where is it that you two are heading?
To collect our payment for protecting people last night.
Okay.
Can't remember. Lady Grievish? Grievish? Was that it?
Yeah, her name was Lady Grievish.
How would Delilah know? She wasn't even here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, her name was Lady Grievish. That's very true. Okay, I'm not collecting anything, but I'll just go with you guys.
Alrighty. And I think, Tamira, where are you? We're going to collect our money.
I'm not gonna answer.
I think that Meira may be in trouble. She's not responding.
I think if she was in trouble, she would respond.
Responding to what?
What if she's unconscious? That tends to happen.
True. I just want to point out real quick that we didn't really get to talk about this because it just ended at nighttime. But I would have gone back to the inn and brought the puppies over to the mansion.
Okay.
So they're with us. Did
you go with guard escort?
This would have been before bed,
Yep.
last. Yes. So I don't know.
As you walked out, and it was a very similar sight. It was only at most an hour or two since then, but there were already a good number of cards around. You opened up the door and you saw a guard there. They said that they would escort you to wherever it is that you're going. Did you go with them, or did you sneak out or something?
It's fine to go with them. I don't care. I just was making a comment. whatever that means.
All right.
And didn't Delilah get one of the
Stones? Yeah.
Stones.
Yeah, I gave her one.
You did?
The one I
Okay,
was
you
holding on
described
to
that?
for her.
Okay, because I don't know if you heard, but she was like, because I forgot that, yeah, she didn't have a stone, and so she was like, what do you mean she's not responding? All right.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear it. But no, yeah, I said that I gave her one before we split up to go to bed. I said that I gave her one.
All right. You guys head out then, and you see exactly what I described Meira having seen. It's not as crowded as it usually is up here, but there is a large surplus of knights, more so than you've seen in any other part of the capital, even, or the entire citadel. So yes. You guys also head down then?
Yeah.
All right. As you guys head down, and once you guys exit past the... actually, Meira would have seen this first. Once you exit beyond the elevator, the number of guards and knights severely diminishes. There are far less knights and guards looking about down here than usual. Maybe one at every outpost and things like that, but none really walking in the streets or anything of the sort. And where is it that you begin to head to with Erin by your side?
Towards the Golden Dreams and it's in the financial district, right?
Yes. Yeah. You guys come down in the financial district. Well, yeah, might as well. We will save this as the first floor real quick. And bring back up the Valkyrie. The Citadel. So that this way we can just see where everyone is. If my game does not crash, that would be awesome. Thank you.
And along the way, there aren't, like, any places that I can try and lose this guy, right?
He's standing really close. Like,
yeah,
the entire time. Not like hand in hand, but he's always about 3 feet away from you. Alright. So, you guys get off of the little elevator, which comes out right here at the guard's outpost, and you head over to the Golden Dreams Inn, which is right here. This one. And you walk in, Meira, and the guard was on your tail the entire time, but the moment you enter, it is the same woman as from before.
I'm just gonna bypass her and start going upstairs.
Oh, shit. I mean, shoot. For a younger
To
viewer,
the
just in case.
3rd level.
Okay. As you walk in, she sort of tries to stop you, and she goes, "Hello, it's great to see you again. How has your trip been so far? How has it been for all the members of the Thornapple delegation?"
I just bypass her, I just keep going. I just kind of look angry.
Enjoy your stay still. Okay, bye. As you begin to walk up the steps. Where is it that you're going?
The 3rd level, and I'm gonna try knocking on doors until I figure out, because they booked 50 rooms.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try and figure out which one they're in. I only have the key to one of them.
Alright. You begin knocking on the doors, and occasionally, like, go ahead and make a perception check.
Come on. 8.
8. Okay. You hear what might be some sort of rustling inside maybe 2 of them. But as you continue down the doors and continue knocking, especially angrily on some of them, sort of letting your anger subside on others, and then once again coming back, just being like, "Oh, come on, answer, ma." You don't get anyone answering any of the doors.
Then I'll go to 313 that I have a key for and open it and see if I see anything.
You open up the door to room 313, and it looks nice. It looks, it's a very pleasant room, and you don't get the sense that anyone was here recently, and probably the last person who was here was the maid service.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go back down to the lobby.
Okay. You go back down, and once again the woman addresses you. So, are you enjoying it here?
Is the guard still like 3 feet behind me?
Pretty much.
Oh gosh darn it. I say, hello there. I was just wondering, did 3 blonde humans come by here at any point?
3? I mean, I've seen them heading out last night, but nothing since.
Did they come back?
No, I haven't seen. I don't think so. It was a woman and 2 similar-looking young men, correct?
I don't know how you would know that, but yes, that's correct.
Because those are the only blonde humans that she's ever seen.
Okay.
Coming in and
Yes.
out recently, I should say. Yes, I've seen them, but not within a day or so.
Well, thank you very much.
Have a nice one.
Then I head towards the Fighters Guild.
Alright. You begin heading down that way, and it's about when you're passing this bridge that you guys actually meet up. Yeah, that worked out really well with timing and everything, because you guys headed out soon after, and yeah. So you come back, and you run into them, all with guard escorts behind Delilah. And all them, but they headed over the bridge a little bit quicker than you, and you're walking behind them. They haven't noticed you yet. Based on passive. Does Meira do anything?
Hey!
Hello? What? Oh, okay.
Just calling out, sorry.
Yeah. I just heard, hey, and I didn't know if you were saying like okay or okay. Yeah, you guys hear her.
Wait, we hear her?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I had to step away for a second. So,
No worries.
So what's the context? Where are we?
Well, y'all are crossing the bridge, and I just finished my business, and I came up behind y'all.
Oh, okay. I turn around.
Okay. There you see Rachel or Meira with a guard standing behind her, walking toward you guys.
Oh, there you are. You're not unconscious.
Not right now.
Well, I thought to you and you didn't respond, so.
I didn't hear it. That's funny.
Weird. Maybe there is a range on these things.
Where are you trying to run off to without us this time?
Just seeing if our clients decided to skip town.
Funny, so are we. It's almost like we could have done it together.
Strange. Insight check.
Alright.
I'm technically not lying, though. At least for the first part. The second part.
Lie of omission.
It's more about your motives
18.
behind what you said.
18.
That's true. Do you want me to
yeah,
do
actually
deception?
do deception, yeah. It is a lie of omission.
20 total.
Alright.
Damn it.
She's... You know, she must not have heard it.
Okay. Fair enough.
She was just curious. She just wanted to make sure that they were all right. All right. So you guys head back down. Continue to walk your way to the Fighters Guild.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys walk in, and there you see Gerald standing very proudly watching two of the fighters. One of them is the Argonian, which Meira has talked to in the past, Devin Aglor, and another one is an unknown, half-orcish looking fellow. And Gerald is watching them fight, letting out a laughter at some of the strikes. Ha 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 ha! Enjoying himself. He has not noticed you yet. He has his back to you guys, though. He's watching the fight in the middle of the ring with his back to you.
Are you guys sure this is where we get paid, or do we get paid at the guard outpost?
I have no idea.
Maybe we should go to that nice lady that we met at the mansion. No? Nothing?
I believe we were told that we would receive payment through the Fighters Guild or something. It wouldn't come directly from her, I don't believe.
I think it was...
Didn't even get to say goodbye or anything, so...
I think it was through the Knights, but we can check just to make sure. They're probably spread thin anyway, and people might have come here for protection, who knows.
Sure.
Ha ha! That's how you fight! Good job! You'll be putting on a great show this evening, he says to Devin Aglor.
We approached Gerald.
Ah! Jax, the fighter! How are you, sir? As he puts his hand on your shoulder, very vigorously shakes it. Very happy to see you.
I'm well. And how are you?
I'm fantastic! Ha ha ha.
We were just wondering, do we receive payment here for the job that we did yesterday, or...
What job? You'll have to refresh my memory.
We escorted Lady Grievish to the ball, and...
Ah. The job posted up on the bulletin. Yes, unfortunately, whoever hired you for such job is the one who's gonna pay you. Wish I could hand you the money myself.
Yeah.
But, how'd the job go?
There was a slight hiccup, but it ended well.
Ah, good. You guys, had a hiccup, though? What kind of hiccup?
He wouldn't know about it? Are they trying to keep it quiet? I don't know. But I'll tell him anyway.
Let's be real, he probably wouldn't remember in the next 10 minutes.
Some guests that Lord Eowyn had turned out to be Drow. And yes. And they attacked the members of the ball.
Oh, no.
We took them out.
Well, that's good to hear. How about the people that you guys were hired to protect?
We have not seen them since last night, but they were not amongst the wounded or slain.
You do know that you'll probably need to essentially return the people that you were hired to protect in order to receive your payment, right? The guards, whoever, for most of the jobs where you're hired to protect someone, you have to essentially show that you protected them to the knights.
I can bring you a finger. Sorry, I was just watching Archer.
That would be funny, he says.
Well, this was our first job for the Fighters Guild, and weren't sure how things were handled. And,
Understood. Well, since they were under your care and protection for the evening, you do need to find them and make sure that they've either returned back to the outpost or know where they are.
Alright. I guess we'll go searching for them then.
Alright, you guys have a splendid afternoon.
You as
While
well.
that was going on, I had walked up to Devin.
Alright. Out of breath, he sort of goes from a defensive stature with the orc that he was fighting, and as you approach, he rests a bit, puts his hand down. Him and the orc sort of have a wordless armistice cease battle, and just take a short minute recess. The orc walks away and goes for water that he had set off to the side, and he goes, good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. I have a weird question, but you're mostly the only person I know here, besides Gerald, who doesn't have that great a memory. Did anyone come in last night seeking asylum or protection of some kind?
No. Nobody came in seeking asylum, but there were a couple of the members of the Fighters Guild who came in, looked pretty beat up. Later in the night, far later, they went straight downstairs and bandaged themselves up and went to rest.
Well, if you happen to see an older woman and two gentlemen who look identical, roughly in their late 20s, please let me know. Kind of looking for them.
Alright. We'll keep an eye out.
Thanks. I'm just gonna turn around and go.
Yep. You guys all leave the Fighters Guild?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you guys head over to the main area where you met the guy who basically cleared Zash of charges and all that and tested you guys?
Is it
Zash
is it
goes.
Goldfrick?
No, Golfric was
He was the head of the Knights.
was he?
Golfric
Golfric
Ironclad?
Ironclad, leader of Night's Watch. Yeah, he was. Sorry.
Hey.
I was thinking, who was I thinking? Not Gerald, not Golfric. Grendel. I was thinking Grendel. I have too many G names. Alright.
As we
Names are
walk
cool.
there, I want to ask Meira, you seem to know a bit about that woman that we were protecting last night. Do you think that she's still within the city after what happened, or do you think she might have got herself out of here?
There's a great chance she got herself out, but I don't know about the guy she was with. The Flynn dude.
Flynn, yes.
So
Great guy.
I
great
don't
guy.
know. Sure. I don't know if he was keen on leaving as well. But most of the time, if something like this happens, she would probably want to get away.
Okay.
So we got like guards all over town, and somehow we don't know if the people that we're protecting are alive. Like, can we just ask them? They're everywhere.
There are no guards around town down here.
There are just some standing right next to us.
Well, fair, but I just mean this
In
entire
a general
bottom
sense, yeah.
level. It's very rare that you guys see guards. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
I'm just saying around the mansion, like where
Yep.
everyone disappeared, there's been guards all over.
For
It
an
isn't
hour,
Well,
or an hour after everything occurred about.
the night before, Meira had asked Lord Eowyns to make sure that they were okay and to report back to her, and we were told that well, Meira was told that they didn't report and let her know, so I don't think the guards would know anything.
Oh, so they're dead. Okay. We have like a bunch of $10,000 diamonds. Do we really need this money?
Are you
Well,
guys?
It's the principle of it. It's the principle.
Plus,
So-
what merchant is going to be like, here's 10,000 gold for this diamond? Like, I don't know.
Let's
It's a
be
lot of
fair, the
gold.
value of the diamond is probably going to go down when we try to resell it.
What if we ask Lord
They were
Eowyn
free.
to exchange a diamond for 10,000 gold?
Probably
10,000 gold
not.
is heavy.
Yeah.
But that would be
Um,
divided amongst us.
I mean, we have multiple diamonds.
We do have
Yeah.
multiple diamonds.
So
I'm still heading to the guard outpost.
all right.
All right. Well, it's right there next to the lift to go up anyway, so if we decide.
Alright, you guys make your way over there, and there you do see a number of guards, far less than you have seen walking around this building than usual, but right within the door, they're talking amongst themselves, and Gulfric is one of them. Yeah, so just be sure that you do exactly what they want up there, and make sure that anyone... Oh! Hello. Good to see you guys again.
Oh my god, I just had an idea. It's too late, we're already in here.
I heard that there was some trouble up there last night. How are you guys doing? Gulfric asks.
We're doing well.
Sure.
Good.
Well,
And
speaking
Lady,
for myself,
and Lady Grievish and the rest of the delegates?
Well, that's the thing. Turns out, our gracious elected official brought a drow to the party, so everything went south. We were wondering if anyone ran screaming from up top last night.
We had a number of people running screaming from the evening. As many of them as he was so concentrated on the discussion of everything, and it's just now that he's actually talking to you and really having a conversation that he remembers your guys' past conversations, and he stops making eye contact halfway through this discussion. There were a number of them who ran screaming, and they many of whom came through this elevator here. Some of whom went to the other elevator on the other side of the city, and we made sure that we helped and protected anyone who came down here. Not too long after, we received orders from one of the knights that Lord Eowyn wanted all elite soldiers on the upper level. And so we accommodated it. I hold this post no matter what, so I stayed here, but all my elite soldiers went up there, and we're down a good bit now. But it seems as though you guys all have, Aaron, all have your own watch around you, which is... Wait, why do you guys have a watch around you? He just puts two and two together.
It won't go away.
we were assigned them by Lord Eowyn.
Huh. Must have made a good impression, I guess. Kudos to all
You
you.
could say that.
Did you guys see who exactly... you said it was Drow? Did you catch their faces? Or are they on the run still?
They're taken care of.
Huh. I'm curious as to why Lord Eowyn still want... how long ago were they taken care of?
Last night.
Roughly 8 hours ago.
The afterlife suits them well.
Oh wait, it's been hours since we woke up. Several hours ago.
Oh. Alright. It's a little bit strange then, but... Well, he must just want to protect all those who were in harm's way. But yeah, much of the citizens from here went back to the upper level. Some of them returned to their hotels over at the Golden Dreams, and yeah, they all the people of high value are all being guarded at all times. So
I do have a question. Do you know where Peter Flynn resides?
I believe he came with the delegation from Thornapple. Yeah.
We checked their floor at the hotel, but they weren't there.
Peter Flynn wasn't there?
No. Or the delegates.
Wait, the delegates you guys were hired to protect?
We were kind of busy killing the problem upstairs.
Oh.
Surprisingly enough, none of the other bodyguards thought to do the same, which was odd.
Well, yeah, many of whom were hired to protect just certain individuals and get them to safety. It sounds like they did, but you guys were hired to protect those delegates. You have no idea where they are.
I made the decision that taking out these highly dangerous individuals was more important than protecting.
Were they found with the dead?
No, they were not.
No.
Did anyone see them run out or which way they went?
They were in the crowd of people who ran out. Nobody saw exactly which way they went.
Are you sure of that?
I guess we're not 100% sure. That's why we're here asking. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna send you the last soldiers I have left. We're gonna start an investigation into their whereabouts. It is essential that we find them. You understand this, right?
Right.
Thornapple and the Citadel aren't on the best of terms at the moment. This delegation, this party, was under good faith. If they're gone, it could be very bad for these lands of Valkyrie. Okay, so how many are there? There were the two that looked alike. There was Lady Grievish. And now you say also Peter Flynn was with them.
That's what I assume.
Peter Flynn has not been found either. Alright. Yes, here. Edmonds, Fitzgerald, and... Oh, no, they all went up. Alright. You have, Knights Edmonds and Knights Fitzgerald. That is it. You with Aaron and the others, you have 5 soldiers, but Edmonds, Fitzgerald, you guys investigate this. We need to find out where they are.
How do we know they didn't just leave the city and go back to Thornapple?
You don't, but can you really just make that assumption? If
We
that's
should
wrong,
probably...
and we go under that assumption, and something happens, it's all our asses.
Well, I think some of us should check up top to see if they stayed somewhere up there last night. They weren't at their hotel room, so we can assume there. Just to be sure, we should probably check around the area where the hotel is, just in case they had gone out or something.
Alright, you know what? I'll go with you to the hotel. If anything happened to them, I'm losing my job too. Ready?
Who's going where?
No, he
Yeah.
just assumes that he's gonna go to the inn with you and your guard.
I guess I'll
go
go
back to the
up
end.
top.
You guys back up top. Edmonds, you come with us. Fitzgerald, you go to the upper levels. We're gonna investigate this in. I don't want any of you talking to Lord Eowyn until we get back up there, though. Alright? He looks at his people.
Me?
Can you
Doesn't
what?
Lord Eowyns already know that we lost them, though? Because Meira said something to him the night before.
Lord Eowyn might know that they might be missing, but I need to get a statement from him myself. And I'm the highest ranking individual here. If anyone has to press him, it's gonna be myself and not a rookie. Understood?
Why are... Okay.
He is, like, tense right now.
I just don't know why we're pressing Lord Eowyns.
Alright, fair enough. Do you say that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys, because it's an investigation, it's an interrogation, and now, oh my gosh. Alright. So, where's Zash going? Justin, you've been quiet. Hello. Where do you
With
want
the rest of them?
Well,
We're splitting up.
Splitting up.
Jax is going up top. I'm going to the hotel. I just need to know if you or Delilah are
I
coming
met with
me.
the majority. I guess I don't want to leave anyone alone.
It's basically splitting up half and half right now.
I just hate splitting up. I'll go with Meira because I don't trust her.
Okay.
She's being suspicious.
I guess I'll take Delilah because they always split up and go with each other, and then I'm alone. So I'll take Delilah.
Yeah.
Because she's always being
Delilah's
shady. And you're too trusting.
Well,
Hey, I have a question. Go frick. He turns around. He's all tense and stuff. Delilah goes, "Do I have to take the elevator?" He goes, "What?" She goes, "Well, I mean, could I just fly up there?" He goes, I guess so. I'll let all the knights know that you're not an enemy or anything like that, but sure." "Cool," she says. She heads outside quickly, sort of with a skip in her step. And, as you go up, Brandon, Jax, she's flying alongside the cart, just staying close to it so that people don't think that she's, like, invading or anything, but she's flying in circles around it as it moves up the elevator.
So, like, with her wings, or is she using the fly spell?
With her wings.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Alright. So, you guys, head over to the inn then. Once again, the Golden Dreams. How do you want to handle this, Meira? Do you take any moment to think about your plan before you walk in? Or do you just walk in?
I turned to... Which one did we have? We had Aaron... Did we have Fitzgerald or the other one?
You have Aaron, you have Scott, and you have Golfrick, and
Golfrick.
Zash and his guard.
Cool. I turn to the three guards and I say... Pardon me? I say... You should probably talk to the innkeeper.
Alright.
Tell her that we're doing a search, and to be cooperative. She'll probably listen to you, your authority.
Yeah, you're probably right, says Aaron. I'll speak with her first. And you guys all walk in. They approach the front desk, the three of them, and in their night
I'm gonna try
uniform,
to
they
slink
shoulder.
back upstairs again.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, they're covered. 11.
Alright. Yeah, what's Zash doing?
I mean, I guess I would notice anyway. I'm right next to you, but for the sake of playing the game, it's a 14 perception.
No, what are you doing? Are you
I
sneaking
said
with her?
I
or-
notice her.
Yeah. do you go with her, or are you staying with the guards? She's sneaking upstairs. The guards are talking to the innkeep.
I mean, I go with her. I want to know what she's doing.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check as well.
Okay, then I'm rolling that over 15.
Nice. Yeah, it's a new roll. It's a different roll. Nicely done. The both of you successfully sneak up with the guise of hiding behind the guards as the three of them quickly approach the front desk and sort of take everything out of you from the woman, as you just hear Gulfric down there, as you guys slowly walk away from view, say, we are in pursuit of high-value individuals who have gone missing. We need your full cooperation. And as you keep on walking, it gets lower and lower in volume, but very booming when he starts talking. And you guys head up to the 300 rooms once again on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, at least that's where I'm going. And do I remember which doors sounded like they had shuffles behind them?
You do. Those were room 310 and rooms 327.
I'm gonna go to 310 and try and pick up the lock.
Go ahead and make.
Does Asher just kind of follow you still and whisper, like, "What are you trying to do?"
Times 2 plus X. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what X
no
out
worries,
of these
I
tools
know.
now. 24.
24. It quickly opens, and you peek inside and see that the window has been left open, and there are a number of pigeons who have flown in.
I go to the other room and try the same thing.
327. Go ahead and make another sleight of hand.
That is 21.
21. You open that one up, and the room looks sort of empty at first. The window isn't open like the other room.
Can I do a look around the room to see if I see anything out of place?
Yes, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Ooh. 11.
11. You see the bed is... Well, real quick, Zash, go ahead and answer Zash as to what he said before we get that, because he said that while you were unlocking the first door, and we sort of bypassed
What did he say?
He said, what are you doing? Like that.
Trying to see if they ran off.
Alright.
The people we were trying to protect?
Yes.
Carry on.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if that was anything, but I wanted to let you get your question in. You look around, the bed is messy, which you're sort of surprised about. Again, she bought 50 rooms. So far as you know, there were only 4 of them. This one looks slept in, and rather messy. There's some plates with food on it, and half-eaten stuff, and fully eaten plates, and just... It's certainly lived in. Actually,
I turned to that. Oh.
Real quick, Zash, go ahead and make an investigation check too. As you're following around, you're looking around too, I'm sure.
Sometimes I get my characters confused. I forgot I had a good investigation. 18.
18. You realize that the food that is half eaten is still warm. And there's a mess of clothes around the floor a bit, but there's sort of a let's say, clearing that leads to the closet.
They were here recently. And he goes over to the closet.
Okay. All right. You just stand in front of the closet?
I didn't know if my investigation would continue, or...
Oh,
because it's the same thing.
You do what you would do then, learning that information. Learning that information, if you go over by the closet, do you listen to the closet? to see if you hear anything inside? Do you just open it up? Do you...
I'm gonna follow him
Leave the
as he
room?
goes to the closet.
Yeah, he opens it up.
You open it up, and there is a rather short but full-grown looking human, short black hair, who cowers and says, "Don't hurt me, please."
And
Why
who are
not?
you?
Who are you guys? Are you guys here to steal?
We're here to find the Thornapple delegates, which this entire floor belongs to, and you were not one of them. So who are you?
I am one of them. Well, sorta. I came along with Lady Grievish and Peter. I've worked for Peter for a long time.
Inside check.
Go ahead and make it.
$15.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Hmm.
You're surprised they knew Peter's name, at least. And Lady Grievish.
Do you know where they went?
I don't,
Which room were they staying in?
down the hall. Lady Grievish and Peter were in one of them, and then the two twins stayed in another.
What room numbers?
301 and 302. Across the hall from each other. And they said that they needed some space, so they put me down here in 327. But they owned a lot of them. And I'm not the only one with the delegation that came either. There were a number of us. There were 4 others aside from the 4 of them.
Including you?
Including me. I'm Trejenin. If you ask Peter, he knows me.
Who are the other 3?
The other 3, there's Manesh, there's Mawal, Faye, and Sapash. There. Oh no, wait, there's no Sapash. Okay, I did. Yeah, just Manesh, Nawal, and Faye. They're all good people. They're, well, Manesh is sort of an accountant with Peter, and Mawal is, well, he has a lot of pull in Thornapple, much like Peter. Mawal is a dwarf. You'll recognize him when you see him.
Why were you hiding in the closet?
Because you guys came in. I heard someone tinkering with the lock on the door, and I didn't know what to expect. And then I was.
What about
watching
when
you
someone
guys.
was knocking on all the doors earlier?
Well, I just didn't answer. I mean, Peter will just barge in whenever he wants, and he has the key to all these rooms, so I knew it wasn't him, and I figured it was someone with the hotel or room service or something, and I was just chilling out here because I was told to be not seen or heard and just to do what Peter asks.
Well, what did Peter ask?
Nothing of the time. He said that last night that he was, or yesterday in the afternoon that he was going to the big ball. He had me pick up his clothing from the one shop down the way, and he headed out. And he seemed prepared and like he didn't need any assistance for a while, so I just let him be, and I haven't seen him since.
I'm sorry if we've been a bit brash.
Hey,
We're
you
looking
broke in
for
our
them.
room.
Well, we're looking for them. Last night, something really bad happened, and we wanted to make sure they were okay.
Wait, you haven't seen them?
No, that's why we're looking around.
Well, I'm sure that Mawal will tell you something. Why haven't you asked
Can you
him?
take us to... We didn't know about them until you mentioned them.
He's in room 305. He's not too far from them.
Would you mind going with us?
Okay. And you guys walk down to room 305. He knocks on the door. Mawal, open up! Mawal, it's Trejenin. Have you seen Peter? There's no answer. He should be here, I swear.
Would you be alright with me trying the lock?
I mean, I guess it's what you do. So go ahead. You did it on my room. Didn't ask permission then.
17?
17. You open it up, and it looks quite even more lived in than Trejenin's house. There's a good bit of stuff lying on the ground. It has a bit of an odor to it, sort of a sweaty kind of BO odor, but you don't see anyone in there. Huh. Well, Wall should be here. This isn't good.
Let's check the Grievish's rooms.
Okay, 301 and 302. If we go down this hall just a little bit further, and he continues to walk, you come up and unlock it, and it, both of them, go ahead and make 2 more checks once again.
First one is 26. Second one is 15.
Oh, okay. The second one was pretty close, but you get both of them open. They look a lot more neat, well cared for. Lady Grievish has what you would assume is hers, at least. It's a lady's nightgown, sprawled out on a bed as if she was ready to change into that after a long evening. And you see her makeup box still sitting there by a dresser with a big mirror that she probably got prepared for the evening in. And it doesn't look like anyone's been here since before the ball in either room. Very similar to the twins thing. They have their outfits for the night set up, their pajamas and stuff, but yeah.
Can I look around for anything I know would be something my mother would have a lot of contact with?
How so?
If I were for a chance to go to the Enchantress to try and see if she can be found with it.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Or at least something that a bloodhound could get a good sniff on. Oh, I forgot it was that high. 14.
14. You don't find anything like that. Nothing really that your mother usually wears. You know she's a woman of, we'll say, changing tastes. Most of her jewelry and stuff like that, she'll sell it just to get better stuff, even if it's like at 10% value that she gets for it. But you do find that over on the desk by the pen and quill is a note which has appeared to already been folded over, and it was addressed to Peter on the front of it. I'm guessing, open up the note.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it to myself.
What languages do you speak again?
Oh god, I speak Common, Elvish, and Undercommon.
Technically. Yeah, no, you cannot read it.
What language is it?
I just handed it over to you because you can read all languages.
Yes, that would work a lot easier.
Oh yeah, I can. True.
You can immediately read it. You don't... Yeah, I'll say that you can identify that some of the markings come out to be Dwarvish. It is written in Dwarvish, but it says,
He reads it to himself, by the way.
okay, you read, Peter, by this time tomorrow, your life will come to an end. Be sure you make this night a good one. Signed, Anonymous.
What does it say?
It's a death threat against Peter. I don't... And he says it word for word, but I don't understand.
I'm guessing he was supposed to die last night.
Maybe he did.
Can I look at the handwriting on it, even though I don't know the language? Can I see if it's familiar?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
22.
You know what? I'll say with that 22 that it's nothing really about the handwriting, nothing about the words, nothing about the writing of it, but it would appear that underneath the signature is sort of an insignia which symbolizes a bit more someone who's accustomed with thieves' cant, or a member of such a group that they would sign something this way. Yeah, sort of like an emblem kind of fanciful writing thing. Sort of like just like a pentagram kind of thing underneath it, but yeah.
What do you think it means?
Someone shady, possibly criminal underground related, wanted him dead. So that's always fun. But not uncommon.
So you think Grievous is killed too?
Let's not talk about that until we know for sure. Trujenin? That was your name, right?
Trujenin. And it's at this point that you guys hear, alright, we'll be searching each and every one of these rooms coming from outside.
Close all the doors.
You guys close both of them really quickly?
Yeah.
But with us in the hall.
Oh, gotcha. You guys were standing in one of the rooms, I thought.
We were, but I want to go out
Okay.
and close the doors.
You walk out of the room, and he sees you already. He's, like, right there, because it's right at the end of the hallway is 301 and 302. Yeah, it goes down as you go further. And he goes, seems that you've already been investigating a bit. Have you found anything?
We found one of the delegates, just not the one from last night.
Hi, I'm Trujenin. Alright, do you know where your boss is? No. We did hear, some... Well, they found a note. Is that true? What did you guys find?
It appears to be a death threat to Mr. Flynn.
Did it say anything about who's sending the threat? Or who wants the message put across?
It was signed under anonymous, but there's a little emblem here. If you recognize it. Sash, give him the note.
Zash reluctantly hands it over.
With a bit of a glare in your eye, and your head just sparkling, just about to.
Like, he would have kept it a secret.
Well, you guys
To
talked
be
about
fair,
this in front of
Trujenin.
Trujenin.
Yeah. What race is Trudenin again?
Huh?
What race is Trudenin?
Human.
I'm writing down notes.
Human, but he looks like a short human. He looks to be fully, like, I'd say about 25 years old, maybe 30. But rather short. So possibly, like, a little bit of, like, maybe Hobbit way down in his line or something. When he looks at it, he says, "Oh. This is signed by a member of the Assassin's Guild." This doesn't look good, Meira. I hate to say it, I don't think you guys are gonna get your money's worth. And, there are a lot bigger stakes than that, but so far as you guys are concerned, that gold is out of the question.
Do you know where the Assassin's Guild is?
It's not one guild like your Fighters Guild or the Mages Guild.
Well, I mean, a general whereabout of members. I'm sure capable guards as yourselves have tabs on at least some of them.
Unfortunately, no. Whenever any of our knights have come close in any investigations, let's just say they know how to keep people quiet. The assassin guilds have members in every major city, hiding in the shadows of and alleyways everywhere that you go. If I were to guess that they were more present somewhere, I'd say it'd be Silent Drew, but by this note, it would appear that we only have hours at most to find them alive. That's if they are still alive.
Meira just turns around and goes into the room where she found the open window.
3:05. No, 3:10.
11. It was either 3:10 or 3:11.
I think 3:27 was his, and then 3:05 was Mawal, and 3:1 and 2 is whatchamacallit. You go in there, and there are just some birds chilling out there. They sort of hop away from you as you walk in, but you go sit on the bed, and slowly they come up and just start pecking at some of the food on some of the plates and, like, bread, stuff like that.
I want to go to the window and see, like, if there's a landing underneath it, if there's a distinct pathway someone could have taken from the window.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Also looking up the window to see if there's anything above it. Natural 20.
Wow. All right. You find a part of a torn, what would be maybe pink or red garment off the.
Did it look like
balcony
anything my mom was wearing last night?
It does not.
Okay.
But it is from a woman. One would assume finer silk kind of cloth, and there is a bit of a way that they can get down, you think, to the canopy of one area, or more of a pergola kind of top thing.
And Zash goes up and stops Meira again, and just like, we aren't getting our money anymore. Why does it still matter?
I'm just gonna ignore him and just go out of the room.
Did you take the piece of cloth with you?
Yes, and I will put it in my bag of holding as I'm leaving.
Before you leave the room, or as you're leaving?
Yes, before I leave.
Okay.
It came from the bottom of the windowsill?
Uh, at the windowsill itself. Like,
Okay.
there was like a nail not put in properly that ripped it, it looks like, and it was just hanging on that nail. But as you walk out, Trejenin, sorry, says, "Why were you coming out of Faye's room?"
What did Faye do again for the company?
Faye was sort of another assistant, but she was smart. She knew a lot about everything. She's pretty new though.
Well, and I looked at the guards. You might want to check her room. The window is open.
Well, I mean, I open up my windows sometimes too.
There are birds everywhere. It's been open for a while.
Huh. Alright, we'll take a look. What are the other rooms that people stayed in? Were all 50 rooms taken? No. Only 6 of them were. Right. And then the two of them start to walk down, and he starts showing them the different rooms and stuff like that as they walk down the opposite way, the hallway. Alright. While you guys, do you guys wrap it up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna think in my earpiece. I'm going to the Enchantress, and I start heading over there.
Okay. As you do that, let's go ahead and see what Jax was doing that time. Jax, once you finally reach the top level, the elevator, one of the guards opens up the metal gate, and you guys walk out, and soon after, Delilah lands next to you and retracts her wings. That was fun. So,
Not even sure where to begin looking.
Me neither. I know he said not to, but I mean, there was a lot of, like, rules and laws that, not laws, but, like, policies that Lord Eowyn enacted throughout the night with all these guards around.
Mm-hmm.
Should we talk to him, what he knows?
We can try it.
Okay. We need to I think she's thinking most of this in the earpiece. No, she said all that out loud. But let's see. Yeah. Okay. The guards continue to walk and stuff. But then she now says in the earpiece, "What should we have the guards do while we do that?"
Speak with the other guards and see if they can find out anything.
Right. Okay. And you guys make your way up back to the Capitol building and walk inside. I'm not gonna pull that up for the moment, but you guys head on over into, where do you want to head? Toward the rooms on the left or toward the ballroom on the right?
I'll check the ballroom first.
The ballroom. You walk into the ballroom and Lord Eowyn is in there with a number of guards around. I'd say that there are at least 10 guards in the room.
Okay, I begin to approach Lord Eowyns.
Ah. Just good to see you once again, he says.
You as well.
And the beautiful, beautiful, angelic creature who saved my wife and brother. It's nice to see you. How was your guys' sleep?
Slept rather well.
Good. Have you thought at all what I said last night?
In reference to...
Heading up to the top of the mountain, of course.
Zach and I spoke about it this morning. I believe we're both in agreement on going.
Splendid.
We still need to talk with Meira and Delilah here, and We're also sort of looking for Lady Grievish.
Grievish. Oh, she was the woman with Peter, wasn't she?
Yeah, correct.
Ah. Well, what do you mean looking for?
Well, after what happened last night, we seem to have lost track of her.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They completely slipped my mind. I'm so sorry. I tried making... I mean, I know that I haven't seen Peter, and I tried taking account of everyone like I said last night, but I forgot Lady Grievish. She was the one that you guys were with, wasn't she?
Correct.
Right. Well, part of the reason why all the guards are on such alert is because I haven't found Peter yet. I've been looking as well. Especially up here, because we know almost for certain that nobody could have gotten down to the lower levels without passing the guards. So we brought a lot of them up here, but I haven't seen Peter since. He wasn't found with any of the bodies. He wasn't... Oh my god. If he's missing with others, maybe that could be good news. Because I thought that it was just him missing for a while there. I completely forgot. It's not like him to not say goodbye, though.
Do you know of anyone that may have seen them that night? Maybe you've seen a direction that they ran in, or...
I don't. I'm sorry, I think everyone was in quite a hectic state, and I didn't see anything myself. You're welcome to ask any of the other guests if they had seen anything, but I'm not very sure.
Thank you for your time. One other question, though. The diamonds that you gave us, I was wondering if perhaps I could exchange one for its value in gold instead.
I mean, I don't carry that amount of gold on me, my person, or really anywhere here in the building. It's mostly just diamonds that I have. They're easy to get that value across, and well, very useful, but I apologize, I don't have that much gold I could give out as freely.
That's fine. We were tight on funds at the moment, so
Understood.
there's just a potential solution to that is all. But thank you again. And
Well, don't forget, I shall try and make it so that whenever you guys need anything here in the city, you'll be well accommodated for all that you've done for us. As he looks at his wife across the room and smiles at her, and she smiles back while talking to a few guards, but looking at the same time.
we greatly appreciate that.
So, when is it, Peter was a close friend of mine. Is a close friend of mine. It is possible that he just left without saying goodbye. It is possible that more serious things happened, but I plan to leave on an expedition for the top of the mountain as soon as we find out what happens. Please be sure to talk with your friends before then, because I have decided I'm not going to affect the lives of others in search for this anymore, and if I'm going to just take the jump, I'm going to do it now. So if you guys are coming with, be prepared.
I will meet with them as soon as possible and discuss it. I was hoping to leave sooner than now, even, but things happen.
Tell me about it. All right. Is there anything I can do in the assistance of finding them? Again, I've had my men searching up here on the upper level all night. But
is there anyone that was in charge of the search up here that we could speak with?
Myself. I mean, I've just been delegating to all the members of the Night's Watch that I've been sent. And admittedly, I'm not very good with remembering who everyone is, but I've had different groups of people investigating different areas, and time after time they've come back fruitless.
And you've asked specifically about Peter as well, correct?
Only Peter. I apologize that Lady Grievish and her boys slipped my memory.
They were traveling together, so I assume if anyone had seen Peter, they would have seen them. But I will ask around about them specifically and see what we can find.
Good. I welcome you to asking any of the Night's Watch members what it is that you need. I will be sure that they cooperate, of course, but I thank you for trying to help find my friend.
And thank you. And I turn and begin to walk out.
Alright, we go back to Meira and Zash. You guys head over to the Enchantress.
So that guy's definitely responsible for their death, right? Anyway, sorry, yeah.
Alright. You walk in, and it's the welcoming face of the owner, once again. Hello. Did you guys want to buy anything more?
Kind of. Can you tell where the person who has this, and I take out the piece of cloth. It's a long shot. I don't know if it's... Could you tell where this person is?
Yes. Location spell? I do have an item for that, but, much like your last one that you hired me for, 10 gold?
See what I actually have.
She holds out her hand as she says.
Yeah, I give her 10 gold.
Thank you. She takes the cloth. She closes her eyes once again, really concentrating as she had already taken out a ring as she was waiting for you to grab the gold and put it on her finger. She holds onto the cloth and really concentrates. The concentration goes more to a look of worry. Oh God. This is a dark place. I can sense in the air the smell of iron, like almost like blood. This place is close. It is very close. Quick, do me a favor, you sir, she points to Zash. Behind you, there's a map of the city rolled up in one of the bins with other papers. Could you bring that over? She puts down the cloth, goes to grab a quill, and takes that out, dips it in some ink. And as you walk it over to her, She circles a location on the city map, which shows right about sort of like this is a group of adjoined buildings essentially, sort of like right underneath here is where she gets the sense.
Have we been in that area before?
As part of the financial district, you guys went to the casino, which was like over here, but that's as close and as far this way you guys have been.
Okay.
I would be careful in this area.
Did you see anything else?
It was too dark. I would look for a place underground. This time of day, it shouldn't. Anywhere with windows shouldn't be like that. But there was more than just the smell. It was an energy. That was not good. Is there anything else you guys wanted me to check on? Anything happier, possibly?
I guess let's just go to the belly of the beast,
Right.
so to speak. Hopefully.
Good luck. As she says, but she looks at the guards who are still by you guys, like, well,
I thought we ditched her at the hotel.
yeah, no, technically you guys did, yeah. Okay. They stayed there for a bit. Alright.
We should probably go get the others first.
Should I scout just around first?
Yeah. You can.
Is that Zash? Should I do
Okay,
that?
Gotcha.
As long as you don't trip and give away our position.
You can stand away, and if I trip anything, it'll just be on me.
And I'll run away. He smiles.
Yep. I think best I can through my earpiece where that location would be.
Okay.
And that we're going there.
Okay. You guys make your way down there without getting the guards, correct?
Yeah.
Brandon, let's go back to Jax and Delilah while this all happens. You still haven't heard that yet because we're about a few minutes before that. What is it that you would like to do while you're up here continuing your investigation?
Gather up the guards that were with us, that we directed to get information from the other guards, and see if they found anything out.
Okay. I'll still have you make the investigation check.
Okay. One for just me, or me and Delilah?
Just you with advantage, we'll say then, because yeah, you got a bunch of people out doing this, so yeah, investigation with advantage.
Okay. 15.
15. With advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
First roll was a 6, so.
Gotcha. You find out that throughout the evening, some of the guards noticed that Lady Grievish, her sons, and Peter, along with a number of other people, were all escorted out by one of the guards. This guard appeared new, and to most of them, none of the other knights recognized him. He appeared to be an older gentleman, too, which is why he caught their attention a bit more so, because even in the heat of battle, they were wondering why this older guy was still working, let alone, you know, the one rushing everyone to safety. He should be retired at this point, but it was an older human, and that's all that you learned about it. And Yeah, one of the guards at the bottom was working at this outpost here, and he saw that same described guy rush Lady Grievish, Peter, and the twins, and only them, more so toward the center of town.
Interesting. Guess we will head to the center of town.
Alright.
And I think to the group that we're heading to the center of town.
Down here at the bottom, though. Sort of the center of the financing
Right.
district. Okay.
Center of financing district.
Alright, and it's very soon after that you hear Meira say to go to that location, which is relatively close. Yeah, we'll say that Meira and Zash, you guys get there and you don't see Brandon or Delilah yet. Actually, real quick before that happens, because I feel like Delilah would offer this. I was wondering if Jax would ask it, but Delilah's like, do you want me to go down there and meet with them? I could fly over to them a lot quicker.
Sure.
Okay. Is there anything I should say about our investigation that we learned to them?
I don't think so. I mean,
just the
we
old
can
guy,
always
right?
just think it over there.
Okay.
Yeah, the old guy that rushed them off into the center of town.
Okay. Alright, I'll go. She jumps off the cliff, basically. Well, she doesn't even jump, she just falls back. She says, okay, I'll go, and then just falls backward as you just see her form pop up over the side of the cliff that she fell back off of. And then she comes down the center here, and Meira, you certainly see it. You don't know if she sees you yet, but she's like 50 feet away from you. Hello?
Well, I'm not going to call out to her because we're about to go to someplace shady.
Yes, okay, but what are you doing?
I was going to just do a perimeter sweep around the building, see if I found any passages.
Alright, go ahead and make an investigation check. Zash, are you hiding as well?
Yeah, I'm staying out of the way, letting her do her checks so that I don't get caught with her.
How far back?
Uh,
Are you with her, or are you...
30 feet, I guess? I don't... Yeah.
So like a few
I mean,
buildings
I'm
back,
hidden away. I didn't really think about distance.
No, but at a certain point, do you just stop walking with her while you guys were walking down and then let her go?
Yeah, that was kind of the conversation we had, is I would stay back so that if she fails her stealth checks, it doesn't affect me.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's just Meira then. Go ahead and make your stealth check too. But what was your investigation?
Investigation was 13.
13.
And stealth, gosh darn it. 11 for stealth. I'm not using this one for a while.
Okay.
See?
Investigation of 13. You're walking with the map in your hand, and you do see a bit of an area that, of course you see the group of buildings that she circled. You do see a door that's sort of like between two of the buildings, which sort of catches your eye a little bit. But yeah, you're walking around, and as you walk, a flock of pigeons essentially gets startled by your presence and flies off, and you get startled by them and let out a quick gasp as they fly away.
Can I press my ear to the door?
Yeah? Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
13.
13. You do not hear anything.
Can I see if it's unlocked?
You go to turn the handle and it opens right up. The door itself is not only like very squeaky and rickety, but it's sort of unleveled and it just hits the wall on its own. Not loudly or anything, but...
Can I see anything?
As the door opens up, it's just a staircase that leads down into darkness, essentially.
I think in my earpiece, there's a staircase going down. Should I take a look? Zash?
I thought that was a question to the DM. Sorry.
Nope.
I said my earpiece.
I mean, the last time we went downstairs, we kind of got a whiff of deadly gas, but sure. What harm can it do?
That was you, not me. I'll just take a look, and I guess I will try and sneak down the stairs, looking for traps as I go.
Right, go ahead and make a perception check, or just well, what is traps?
That's an investigation.
Yeah, do that.
19 for investigation.
Okay. As you walk down, you don't see any traps. You have dark vision, right?
Yes.
You walk down, checking every single step for any sort of traps or devices that might harm you. Nothing seems to go off. Nothing seems to stand out. You reach the very bottom and you
stealth as well?
I'm doing your same number from earlier.
Same number? Okay.
Yeah. It's still the same approach. You look around and it's just a very, very dark, grimy basement, sort of set up to be a holding area for maybe a tavern or something, because you see a lot of wine barrels, things like that. But there's this odor in the air, much like the lady at the Enchantress described. The smell overwhelming of blood. Rather fresh, but you continue to walk, and...
Can I look around and see if I see any blood?
As you walk out into the center of the room, it's, even with the dark vision, it was a bit difficult to tell, but it is right in the center of the room there. A pool of blood, and lying in it, a elvish woman with a torn dress, just covered by her own blood, deceased.
Can I look on her and see if she has anything on her?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
23?
You find a couple of notes. Each one written in Dwarvish.
Do I find anything else other than notes?
No. In fact, the red dress that she's wearing appears to be more of a nightgown herself than anything else. Much like Lady
Is it the
Gravish
same...
planned on wearing her own one.
Is it the same as the cloth that I found?
It does match.
Okay.
And the piece itself even fits up with where it's torn.
I think to Zash, and I'll do the head thing so that you know. I found some more notes in Dwarvish. Faye is dead. Also, Delilah, if you can hear, we may need your assistance down here.
Does it look like it's been more than an hour? Sorry.
I am in a storage room for a tavern. It's in a cluster of buildings near the center of the financial district.
Where are you at exactly? I'm looking around and I'm in the middle of the financial district.
I'm in a basement. Zash, can you find her?
She's walking out in the middle of the road, holding onto her ear, talking to,
Yeah.
what
What is that, like, probably investigation?
For what?
It's a person. To find her?
Oh, no, you see her, is what I said. She's standing out there with her wings.
in the
You
middle of
guys,
the
I
road.
said earlier, you both saw her land. It was very, very apparent.
Okay, then he goes to get her and brings her back over to where we were.
Okay. She was closer to you, and so you guys head on over. Do you guys head down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. You guys head into the same area and down the stairs. And once again, the smell overwhelms you, but, Delilah sees it. Oh god. Quick, I need a diamond, she says.
She's beyond help.
Oh no. Okay. Who did this? She says.
We don't know yet. And I hand the notes over to Zash. Quite frankly, much too many notes for my taste.
I read them to myself.
The first one is just saying, like, good job on doing this. Be sure to investigate, or be sure to continue to tail Peter and things like that. They're basically orders that were given to her, and the last one told her to meet them down in the basement, that they have one more job for her.
When I saw them, did they match the handwriting from the death threat?
They did. They were not signed, though.
Okay.
They were not even signed anonymous. They were just little notes, not signed to the person, not signed from a person. Just
Did they still have the emblem?
they did not.
Okay, so Zash shares that they were just kind of orders given by some dwarven head. There's nothing terribly interesting in there, but it does say to keep following Peter. So he's probably somehow related to this, or they're the ones that killed her. Not sure which. Pity, though.
Delilah, do you know anything about the dead? Any spells that could help us?
Oh,
I don't know
think so.
cleric stuff. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. I mostly specialize in life and making sure that people can live. But it would yeah, I don't think so. I'm sorry. But I think that maybe, and you guys hear, God damn it! I said not to, from upstairs, and just a muffled.
I got my crossbow ready and hide.
It's very muffled.
Did anyone notice it?
How so? You all
The
noticed.
muffled
You all
noise?
heard this. Yeah, you can tell that it's very muffled. It's at least through a few layers of something, but it's just a very loud
What
Did it come
direction?
from above, below?
Both of you make perception check. All three of you. Delilah, I'll do it.
13.
It's at this point, Brandon, that you make your way
23.
over to where they had described in the earpiece too, and where you saw Delilah again, very obviously, but you were still all the way down. But walk into. What was yours? 13 and 22.
23.
23. Nice. You both notice that there is another set of stairs at the opposite end of this basement, which appears to lead up into one of the centralized buildings of all this, and it would appear as though the audio came from that way.
From mine, could I tell if it came from the stairs or from the door behind the stairs?
Again, it was very muffled. It was probably through the door and possibly up another layer or just through another room or something like that.
Okay.
But you guys did hear it. Do you guys do anything?
Do we go towards it or away from it?
That's your guys' call.
I was asking the others.
Gotcha.
Or just sit here in silence, pondering what to do. It is a viable option.
Not very good for our viewers.
No.
Should one of us try to go through one of the other doors?
It's only one voice.
There's only one door aside from the one that you guys came from.
I meant on the outside of the building.
I think we need answers. There's a dead body here. We're not going to get our money anyway.
Fine.
What's it going to do?
I'd just start going up the stairs.
Yeah.
All right. You guys begin walking up the stairs, and Brandon, with no low light vision, you get to the top of the other set of stairs, and you're looking down into this completely blackened room. What would you like to do as they do that?
It's completely blackened. I guess I'd take out my sword and whisper Badger to it to activate the light so I can see.
All right. You whisper Badger, and it starts to glow with that greenish hue, which lights up the walls around you and a little bit about 5 feet in front of you. You begin to walk down, and there you see Delilah at the opposite end of the room, making her way up last behind the other two, and you see a dead body there on the ground. Do you join up behind them?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Having not very much idea, considering they didn't say much over the earpiece, you're just like, there's a dead body here. Got it. Okay. And continue to walk. But you guys all head up the stairs, starting with, what's the marching order?
I think I was first.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be close by.
And then Delilah, and then Jax. All right. I want everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Kind of figured that.
12.
13.
Natural 20 for a 22. What a waste.
Why? That's really good for you.
I know, but it's still a natural 20 on an initiative roll.
I wasted
Yeah.
mine on a con check I didn't have to make, so
Yeah,
I think
that's
mine
a
was
waste.
a lot more wasted.
13 was Jax.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll for Delilah too?
4.
Delilah keeps on getting those bad ones. But I mean, that's pretty good for a healer, you know? I mean, after all, this way you guys can all do a bunch of battle, and then very last we can see, you know, if anyone needs help. I shouldn't really do it on there. Well, I got it though. All right. Everybody, click on someone else, like in the chat. Don't look at my page.
Okay.
Delilah was 4. Correct? Delilah was 4?
Yeah,
okay.
yep.
Okay, there's more than one voice.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys make your way up the stairs.
Can I have my crossbow drawn?
Yep.
Okay.
With your crossbow at the ready. You guys make your way up the steps, creaking with every single step, yet still trying to stay quiet. The bunch of you marching up these steps. You open up the door, and the first area you look into looks like a rather nice home of someone here in the financial district. It looks rather laid out very well. You're in the middle of a hallway, it would appear, and there are some opening areas to your left and to your right, but right across from you is a wall with a couple of sort of end tables set up along the sides. And you continue to hear that muffled voice a little bit louder, though. God damn it, you're gonna make my job so much more fucking difficult. And it's still coming from another layer up, it would seem. To the opening on your left, you guys can see as you look out left and right that there's an opening higher up, as though the stairs lead up from your left, straight up above.
I go to the left then.
You go to the left, you walk your way
And try
down.
and stealth up the stairs.
You walk your way
Or
down,
the
do a
hallway
180 on your left, and start walking up those steps. And once again, these steps squeak a little bit. Yeah, go ahead and try and make a stealth.
I'll be a bit slower, but...
Delilah's a 3.
Oh god, of course she is. Oh shit, I think I rolled a 4. Slipped out of my hands.
7 for Jax.
15.
12. I rolled a 4, I think. I know it was low.
15 and 12. Okay. And 7 for Jax?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys are making your way up, and it goes from to with all the different foots, with all the different feet. There we go, stepping on board after board after board, trying to make your guys' way up. All of a sudden,
I think the correct term is footsies.
Feetsies, exactly. The stops. You guys continue to make your way up, and there, on the upper level, you guys see first Peter Flynn, tied to a chair, his arms tied behind the back of it, his head down, slumped over, sweat and blood dripping down from his face. There you also see your mother, Meira, sitting in another chair up against the wall with your twin brothers on both sides of her. She's there, essentially crying with her hands behind her back, tied with her mouth shut. Same with the twins, who are both unconscious on her sides, both slumped over opposite directions. Your mother... you guys continue all walking up the steps, right? I mean, you're at the top of the steps now. You guys walk into the room. And as you do, Meira, with you leading the march, Your mother, her eyes begin to swell up a good bit more, coming to with consciousness. She goes, and starts to shake her head no. As suddenly, you hear just a whiff of a blade. First one is going to be 18 to hit.
That hits.
The second one is going to be 15 to hit.
That's my AC, it hits.
And the third one, another 15.
Yeah.
It's as 3 blades stab into your side. From your right hand, as you turn around quickly, you see him standing there, an old gentleman wearing a guard outfit with just his arm outstretched, already having thrown the blades with just a smile across his face. I gotta do some
I
damage
see any of the attacks, or do I not see any of the attacks?
You didn't see the attacks as they came, no.
Ah, darn it. Alright.
It was, and then you turned and saw him. But we'll see.
Uncanny dodge can't help me now.
Uh,
I have to see the attacks to be able to use it, so it won't work. Carry on.
First one for 12 damage.
Alright. Here, I'll just write
Oh,
these down.
shit.
12.
Second one for 25 damage.
Oh god. 25. That's 37.
Third one for 12 damage again.
I'm down.
You are?
I have 40 hit points.
Wow.
I think I'm the squishiest of all of us.
Yeah, not to mention, you also take, the additional... So wait, you went down from the first one. The first one was a surprise attack.
No, the third one, the first one was 12, the second one was 25, and the third one was 12.
But the
I had
first one
37.
was... The first one was 12 plus... 25.
So that was just
surprise
the first attack.
So the first one was 12 plus 25 for the first attack, yes.
The second attack takes me out then.
Alright, which means that the third blade hitting you, as you turn around and see him, you drop to the ground. The third blade hits you for 1 fail.
Alrighty.
He's just standing there. Ha ha ha. So, someone came to help you after all, Peter. He says as he readies himself. Top initiative, we have Zash. Zash, you're walking up right behind Meira. You see the first dart flying, hit her in the shoulder. She quickly turns around to get hit by a second blade, and she drops to the ground. Third one sticks into her, and her almost lifeless body just lets out a little expulsion, getting hit with this piercing blade. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm right next to her, right? Because we were traveling together.
You were right behind her. She went up the stairs and turned to the right to see him there, just a few feet away, it would seem. And, yeah. You're right behind her body.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to use my new spell, Thunder Step. Grab her and then teleport away 10 feet back. Not great, but it's something.
Okay. Do you want to go... It's 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
I will say that you could teleport, like, straight down 10 feet. So if you want to go to the main floor level, you could do that.
Oh, yeah, that works. Okay.
All right.
10 feet down, then.
All right.
And then it leaves behind... thunder, basically, like electrical ability. Roll a Constitution saving throw. That's what I was trying to say. Words are hard.
Constitution saving throw. Got it. Wow, 5.
Really bad. All right, cool. So you take 3d10
Nice.
damage on that.
Quick question. This is for a radius of how large?
Each creature within 10 feet of the space you left. Oh, hold on. You teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within range. It's not 10 feet. 10 feet is the... I need to read the whole thing.
Okay.
10 feet is the damage. I can actually go
Gotcha.
up to 90 feet.
Okay.
So
I would not say that you can see the bottom level then. The room that you're in is not huge, admittedly. The open area, like, there's a hallway to your right, and that's where you see that he is, like a double wide hallway to your right, with some doors over to the left of it. And as you go down to Meira, you see that the room in front of you is a big open area with Peter Flynn in the middle of it, and as you know, Lady Grievish and what's his name to the sides. But let's see if I can quickly build up something here.
We teleport to safety.
Fair.
Which I would assume is over by Peter and Lady Grievish, because they're also prisoners and are seemingly not noticed right now. But I don't know for sure.
Okay.
Ooh, that's some pretty good damage, though. Whenever we get to that.
Yeah, that's another thing that I was going to ask. So you do that. Technically, Brandon would also be there. Jax, I should say, would also be there.
I think it's Delilah, actually.
Correct.
If we're going through marching order.
Yes, thank you. It would be Delilah.
Brandon, you muted your mic.
Okay, so this is what it sort of essentially looks like as you walk up the steps, and right here are these steps. Boom, boom, which go down this way. And you walked up and saw this hallway here, where the bad guy was, which we're just going to pull up. RPG.
If he did it like right there, like right next to Meira without taking any other movement, I think both me and Delilah would get hit if it's 10 feet.
I do too.
Okay.
I don't think I can take movement and still be able to grab Meira when I go.
I'm not telling you to take movement. I'm just saying it.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's definitely what happened.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say each one of those is about 5 feet.
Because they have to be within 5 feet of me,
Well,
so...
It's a pretty large room. Yeah. Alright, that works with, Then this is not. No. Alright. Then there are more rooms off to the side, but yes, essentially... Where are your guys' little characters on here? There they are. Oh, I cannot do that. That bugs me.
For the record, I have 180 feet of dark vision. Can I still not see to the bottom?
What do you mean to the bottom? To downstairs?
You said I wouldn't be able to see the bottom to teleport down there.
You can see the bottom of the steps. You can't see through objects, though.
Right.
So,
but
right
when
now,
I could teleport 10 feet below, now I can't teleport
here.
Below?
Correct, because you have to be able to see it, and you cannot see through the floor right here. I meant that you could teleport to the bottom level right below you, but right now there's ground there. You can't see that.
Got it. Okay, just being clear.
Zash and Delilah, or Jackson, Delilah, and then right here is Peter. Yeah, no, I'll say that he's far enough. But Delilah and Jax would both be hit.
And What is it? What save?
If you were to move over here, and hold on to Meira, I would say that you could do that without hurting them.
Okay, that's fine. I do that then.
Okay.
I just need to be within 5 feet of her, so that works.
Yep.
So I'll do that. So are they out of range then?
They are out of range, and he lost his Constitution save.
Yeah. It's 23 damage.
All right.
And we zip, like, as far away as possible.
To the other end of the room, or down... yeah, we'll say that you guys end up going over to this corner then. Like that.
Cool. And I use my bonus action to feed Meira a potion.
All right. Meira, go ahead and roll the potion.
Which one is it?
Just a regular potion of healing. Like the
2d4 plus 2? I can't remember.
I think that's what we decided last time, yeah.
Because I actually looked it up. I'll look it up and roll it.
Okay.
And a potion of heal magic is different, right? That's not like curative. That's for status.
Potion of heal magic?
Yeah, what I wrote down.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think that's just a greater potion of healing.
I don't. Common is, 2d4 plus 2. So I'll roll that.
Oh wow, it's super good. That's not what this is. Yours is just an actual healing potion. But the heal magic is a level 6 evocation spell. And whatever it is used on regains 70 hit points. And cures blindness, deafness, and any diseases.
Wait, you had that when Meira was blind and deaf?
Apparently, I don't know what it did.
All right.
So,
okay.
I rolled 5, so I have 5 hit points now.
Are you sure that's this game, Justin? I don't remember ever giving that out.
It says I have 2 potions of heal magic. They were, I think, out of a barrel.
No, they might have been from the Underdark. Because that was all pretty much designated anyway. Okay. I think I remember that. I think that they were in some of the rooms in the Valkenbelv when you guys searched in there. Alright. What did you say, Meira? You have how much?
I had 5 health.
5 health. Alright, you are back to life. Your death saving is no longer. And that is the end of Zash's turn. Next up, we have Jax.
Kick his ass!
Is there room to get around Delilah?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
These are at least 5 foot across, maybe more like 7.
Okay.
So you can...
Then I approached the dude that just took out Meira.
Yep.
Sword already activated.
Sword already activated. Go ahead and do that.
And I will take my 2 attacks at him.
Alright.
First attack is a 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Seven. 12 slashing damage and 5 acid.
Alright.
For the first.
Second attack. So that's 17.
And the second attack is a 16.
16 hits.
Cool. That's 12 slashing damage again. And 5 acid damage again.
17 again. Nice.
I really wish I could do my acid breath as a bonus action. I'm going to do my Channel Divinity, Vow of Enmity. It's a bonus action. I choose a creature within 10 feet and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Alright, so you have advantage on it for 10 more rounds only.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Next up is Tom. Here we go. He's gonna take out his blade, and he comes up and moves with a speed like you've never seen. He comes up, he attacks with his first strike, going right toward your right toward your abdomen for 26.
Yep.
Second attack, we're just gonna roll attacks first, is 17.
No.
Alright. Third attack, critical success.
Cool. So I'm probably down.
For the first one of his blade strikes, he comes up dealing... Hey, that's good. 18 slashing damage.
Okay.
For the second one, you said he missed?
Yep.
And the third one... Okay. 27 points of slashing damage.
Okay. That's doubled?
That's with the dice doubled, correct.
Okay. Then I am still up.
Nice.
For now.
As he sees you standing there, he... I'll get you again, Peter. And he turns around and he starts to dart down the hallway.
Attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you definitely get an attack of opportunity as he turns around and goes...
With advantage, 5, by the way.
15, 20, 25,
So
30.
that is... 22.
22 definitely hits.
That's 12 slashing damage again.
Alright.
And 8 acid damage.
Alright, for a total of 20 damage. Let's see, since he is that... Yeah, I'm gonna say he does. So he can use his bonus action to dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, wait. Did Delilah also get an attack of opportunity? Did he run past her?
No, she did not. She's still at the bottom steps here, which is 5, 10 sort of feet away.
Oh. Thought maybe those were the steps over there. That's fine.
And he ends up running down the hallway after stabbing you once in the gut, coming up, going for your neck on the... Well, swinging for your neck, missing the first one, and bringing it around and tossing the knife up in the air and getting it into your neck a good bit as you're still standing there and you let a bit of smoke out your nostrils. He says that. He says, I'll get you, Peter. Turns around and he goes running down the hallway. Next thing you know, he jumps up in the air, curls up into a ball for a quick second, and breaks out a bit of glass as he jumps out a window and sprawls back out, falling from your view. That is his turn. Next up is twins 1 and 2.
They have names.
Yeah. Well, you're right. Twin 1 is the first one. All right.
Story of my life.
I didn't want to go through all that while I was quickly writing down everybody's initiative. You're right. I should be more considerate though. So don't tell me. Taylor is the first one. He's sitting there. He goes. Slowly comes to consciousness. He looks over to the side. Meira, and falls down again, unconscious. Next up is Meira. You're once again conscious. You have potions. You have health.
In my split-second judgment, would it be faster to follow him out the window or go down the stairs?
That's your judgment.
Screw it, I'm going out the window.
All right. How far do you move?
How far away is the window?
It's far. He just moved 60 feet.
If I use my action, movement, and bonus action, I can get up to 90 feet.
Yes, but that being said, you just teleported. Well, I guess we could see. Do you want to go for it?
Yep.
Your first 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You catch up to Jax and see the now shattered window. Hi.
What happened?
Xfinity has been dropping in my area, and there was a local outage.
Oh no!
Yep. So I apologize about that. It's been happening a lot the last week. I thought that it wouldn't happen because it's usually been happening at like midnight, but yep. All right.
That sucks.
Yep. So we are back, though. It was just for a short bit. The stream did stop for a moment there, too, but that is back as well. And, yes, back to the thing. Meira, I was saying, you ran the additional 30 feet. Do you still want to use your movement to move that additional 30 feet and jump out the window?
So I've used my movement, my action so far, and I have my bonus action left.
You've used your movement and your bonus action, we'll say.
How far am I away from the window? Exactly 30 feet?
You're 15 feet away from the window. And he's 30 feet out the window.
Based on how fast he is, I'm pretty sure he's a rogue too. So he's at least 45 feet away from me, right?
Yep, about 45 feet.
And out of my line of sight.
Yeah, he jumped down out the window.
Do I have an potion? I do have a healing potion. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go out the window.
Hey, Meira.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make an acrobatics check for me?
Come on, don't fail me now. 19!
19. Nice. You dart out this window. You jump up in the air. You still hit a little sliver of glass that's still sticking out. It doesn't cut you, though. You smash it open, or smash it through the rest of the broken frame as you jump out and tumble on the ground and pop back up into a running stance and run the additional 15 feet to right there.
Yes.
You are still 20 feet away.
Okay, that's fine.
That is the end of your turn. After Meira, we have... really nobody conscious or relevance until it gets back to Zash.
Did we skip Delilah's turn?
Oh!
I think she had a 4.
Yes, there it is. Okay, thank you. Yes, Delilah is up. Brandon, what would Delilah like to do?
There's no other bad guys, right, in this room?
Correct.
Okay, then...
And the only person who took, like, aside from you, who went down from damage just ran out a window.
Right. She will... second level cure wounds me. Checks. 2d8 plus 4. So 14 health I gain.
All right.
Man. I think she would check the people in the room to make sure that they're okay, being the healer type she is. So she's going to walk up to the unconscious twin and...
They both are.
Okay, then she's going to walk up to both the unconscious twins.
And also Peter Flynn is the only one who's visibly dripping blood.
She's going to go up to Peter Flynn.
Okay.
She can't use any other healing spells this turn, but she's going to kind of be with them
Do a medicine
right now.
check, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Does she have proficiency in this? I think so. Yep. Okay, so that is 15.
15. Nice. She comes up. She's able to quickly make sort of a splint for his leg, which appears to be visibly broken. She also takes a piece of cloth and wraps it around his head to get up some of the blood, and it seems to visibly help a good little bit. So that is it for her turn.
Yep.
Next up we have Zash.
There's no enemies, and Meira
Plus-
ran away.
Plus, none of us can catch up to them. Like,
Right. And the prisoners are okay. I guess how far away am I from Lady Grievish and Peter?
You are